The air in the hallway was always colder here outside this door. You could feel the difference, a subtle shift in pressure, a hum of contained energy that vibrated through the polished mahogany. This part of the mansion was his domain, Jeon Jungkook's, your stepbrother, and the crowned prince of the most feared mafia dynasty in the city. You had meant to come here, a misplaced book, a foolish promise to your father to fetch it from Jungkook's study. But the study was empty. The book not here, the soft rhythm thump of bass came from his private bat chamber instead. The door was slightly ajar, a silver and sliver of dim amber light cutting through the dark hall. You shouldn't have looked, but you did, and you got him. He wasn't handling weapons or negotiating deals. He was at lavish gaming setup, 3 massive screens glowing, but the game wasn't what froze your blood. It was the intensity. His shoulders were taut, his jaw clenched, and his eyes, even in profile, burned with frightening singular focus. He was playing with a fun figurine in his desk, a small, hand-painted knit. His long fingers pinned in obsessively around and around, and he commanded digital enemies. It was a side of him you had only heard whispers of. The obsessive strategist, the man who fixated on a goal until it was utterly his. But there was something else, something that made your breath catch in your throat and your pulse hammer against your ribs. Photographs, dozens of them, pinned to a corkboard behind his monitors, all of them and all of you. You at the garden party last spring, laughing with your friends. You reading on the veranda, sunlight caught in your hair. You sleeping in what you recognized with growing horror as your own bedroom, taken from an angle that suggested he had been standing in your doorway watching. How many nights, how long had this been going on? You gasped, a tiny involuntary sound. The spinning figure stopped. The room went preternaturally silent. The game forgotten, he turned his head slowly, and his eyes, dark and depthless pools, found you in the cracks of the doorway. There was no surprise, only a slow, deliberate recognition, and something else, relief, as if he had been watching for this exact moment, orchestrating it even. Ryan, his voice was a low rumble, deceptively soft. You're in the wrong place. I was looking for a book. You stammered, stepping back. Your eyes couldn't leave the photographs. The evidence of his surveillance, his obsession, laid bare. Come here. It wasn't a request, it was a command. Woman into the fabric of the space. He controlled. Your feet moved before your mind could protest. He pushed his chair back, a king vacating his throne, and stood. He was all lean muscle and intimidating grace in his black shirt. He didn't approach you, he simply watched you walk into his lair, the door clicking shut behind you with a finality that echoed in your bones. The lock turned, a soft, decisive click that reverberated through your entire body. Curious little thing, aren't you? He murmured, closing the distance with predatory grace. His scent sandalwood and something dangerously metallic enveloped you. He didn't touch you, but his presence was a physical cage for you. Seeing these things, you shouldn't. But then again, his eyes drifted to the photographs, then back to you. I left the door open for a reason. Your blood ran cold. You wanted me to see. I needed you to understand. He reached past you, plucking one photograph from the board. You asleep, your hair spread across your pillow like a dark halo. His thumb traced your face in the image with a reverence that bordered on worship. Do you know how many nights I've stood in your doorway? How many times I've watched you breathe, counted your heartbeats, memorized the way you curl into yourself when you dream? That's insane, Jungkook. We are don't. His hand shot out, gripping your chin, forcing you to meet his burning gaze. Don't save your family, don't insult what this is with that word. You've been mine since the moment your mother married my father. No, before that. The first time I saw you standing in the foyer with the boxes, looking lost and beautiful in mine. I'll forget it, you whispered, your eyes darting to the door. I'll pretend I never saw. A slow, devastating smile touched his lips. No, you won't, and I don't want you to. I'm tired of hiding, Ryan. Tired of pretending I don't count your smiles, catalog your laughs, track every man who dares to look at you with for more than 3 seconds. His voice dropped to something darker and more possessive. Do you want to know what happens to Min Yoongi, the pianist? pianist from your university who asked you to coffee. Your stomach plumped admitted. Yoongi had disappeared 3 months ago, just vanished. What did you do? What I had to do. His answer was casual, terrifyingly matter of fact. He touched your hand twice. Once would have been forgiven, unforgivable. Twice was a statement of intent. I couldn't allow that. You're a monster. You breathed, but your voice shook, and you hated that it wasn't entirely from fear. In one fluid motion, he discarded his jacket, the heavy material landing soundlessly on the floor. Before you could react, his arm snaked around your waist, pulling your flush against him. The breath left your lungs. He was immovable stone, heated and real. Jungkook, what are you? Shh. His lips brushed your ears, his voice dropping to a velvet threat. You entered my territory, there is a tax for that. And you have been in my territory for 2 years, 7 months, and 16 days. I have been very patient, remarkably patient for a man like me. He lifted you effortlessly, your protest dying in your throat, and carried you to the large bed draped in black silk. He laid you down with a surprising, almost reverent gentleness, as if placing a prized jewel on a leveled cushion. The dim light holded his face, softening the harsh angles, but his eyes remained terrifyingly clear. Do you see this room, Ryan? He gestured around, and you noticed for the first time the careful details, your favorite flowers, peonies in a crystal vase. On his nightstand, a first edition of your favorite novel on his shelf. A scarf you'd lost months ago, folded carefully on his dresser. Every piece of you I could collect without you knowing, every remnant of your existence that I could claim as mine. This is sick, you whispered, but tears were streaming down your face, and you didn't know if they were from terror or something far more dangerous. This is devotion, he corrected, this thumb creasing your lower lip with excruciating gentleness. This is what it looks like when someone becomes the center of another's universe. I've killed for you, and I've reconstructed my entire organization around your safety. Do you think it's a coincidence that we moved to this estate, away from the city center? I needed you somewhere I could protect you, control every variable, and eliminate every threat. Ouch, you whispered, not from pain, but from overwhelming flood of sensations, the terrifying tenderness that felt like a noose around your heart. He chuckled, dark and low. That's the last of the gentle. A softness vanished from his eyes, replaced by scorching, possessive fire. He gazed you beneath him, his arms on either side of your head. The wall narrowed to the space of his bed to him. You think I haven't watched you moving through my house with your oblivious grace? You think I haven't counted every smile you gave to someone else, every laugh that wasn't meant for me? Every single one was a knife in my chest, Ryan, a reminder that you didn't see me the way I saw you. His confession was a landslide burying you. We are family. You choked out the last feeble defense. We are nothing by blood. He hissed, his nose skimming your cheek. And everything by choice, my choice. You were never my sister. You were always my obsession, my future, my inevitable conclusion. His hand slid into your hair, gripping with just enough pressure to make you gasp. I own this city, Ryan. I have men who would die at my word, enemies who tremble at my name, but none of it matters. None of it means anything compared to this, to having you finally understand that you belong to me. You can't own a person. You protested weakly even as your treacherous body responded to his proximity, his heat, his overwhelming presence. Can't I? His smile was predatory, beautiful, and terrifying. I've owned you for years. You just don't know it. Every decision you have made, I've influenced it. Your university, I made a donation to ensure you got in. Your part-time job, I bought the company you made to sure you were hired. Your friends, I've vetted every single one, eliminated the ones who might lead you astray. His lips coasted over your jaw. You've been living in a cage of my design, little bird. I've just been waiting for you to realize it. The revelation crashed over you like a tidal wave. Your entire life, casually and carefully curated by the man above you. The the illusion of freedom masking total control. He captured your lips then, not with gentle exploration, but with a claiming desperate hunger. It was a kiss that tasted of forbidden secrets and a longing to tattoo so deep that it felt like despair. You fought for a moment, pushing him against his chest, but he was a fortress, and somewhere deep in the treacherous core of you, a spark ignited, fed by the sheer intensity of his wound. When he finally broke the kiss, you were both breathing rigidly. His forehead rested against yours. They think my obsession is with power, with money, with territory. He whispered, each word a raw confession. They are fools. My only obsession has a name. It's you. It's always been you, in this world of violence and shadows. You're the only thing that is real to me, the only thing I wanted to protect, to possess, to consume. His hand trailed down your side, possessiveness mapping every curve like he was committing to your memory. I've designed and imagined this moment 1,000 times, 1,000 different scenarios, but none of them compared to the reality of having you here, in my bed, finally knowing the truth. This is insane, you murmured, but your hand came up, almost against your will, to touch the fierce lines of his jaw. You are insane. He caught your wrist, pressing a searing kiss to your palm, his eyes locking onto yours. Yes, I am, completely and utterly, irreversibly insane when it comes to you, and I'm done pretending otherwise. His grip tightened, just a shy of painful. Do you understand what I'm telling you, Ryan? That there is no going back from this moment, no pretending we are siblings, no casual dinners with the families, no other men, no life outside of this. He leaned down, his lips brushing yours as he spoke. You are mine. And what if I say no? You challenged even as your body betrayed you, arcing towards him. What if I try to leave? His laugh was low and dangerous, thrilling too. Then I'll follow. I'll always follow. To the ends of the earth, through heaven and hell. I'll find you. There is no corner of this world where you could hide from me, darling. I have resources, connection, an entire criminal empire at my disposal. All of it, every bit of it, and every power accumulated has been for only one purpose, to ensure that you can never escape me. He shifted, reaching into the nightstand. Your heart hammered as he pulled out a small velvet box. I was going to wait, he murmured, opening it to reveal a ring, a stunning black diamond surrounded by smaller white ones, elegant and dark and utterly beautiful. I was going to be patient, court you properly once you graduate, make you fall for me naturally, but you found my photographs. You discovered my obsession, and I find that I can't wait anymore. Jungkook, this isn't a proposal, Ryan. This is a claiming. He pulled the ring from the box, grasping your left hand with an unbreakable grip. You don't get to say no. You don't get to refuse. This is destiny, and this is fate. This is 2 years, 7 months, and 16 days of obsession, possessiveness, all-consuming love, finally reaching its inevitable conclusion. He slid the ring onto your finger, and it fit perfectly. Of course it did. He would have made sure of that, probably stolen one of your other rings to get your size, probably had his commissioned months ago, waiting for the right moment. The weight of it on your finger felt like a shackle, like a promise, like a thread and a vow all at once. There, he breathed, pressing a kiss to the ring, then to your palm, then to your wrist, where your pulse hammered wildly. Now you're marked. Now everyone will know. You think I don't notice every man who looked at you, every classmate who harbored hopes? They'll all see this ring and they'll know you're claimed, you're taken, and you're mine. Tears streamed down your temples into our hair. This was wrong, insane, and dangerous, but the drama of this declaration, the raw emotion in his eyes, the twisted poetry of finding yourself the stolen obsession of the most dangerous man alive. It was a dark fairy tale you were surprised and suddenly the center of. You'll never understand, you murmured, your hands coming up to the cup of your face. Your father, my mother. They'll accept it, or they'll learn to fear from me too. He said with chilling certainty, my father knows that I'm capable of. He knows that nothing stands between me and what I want. And what I want is you, as my wife, as my queen, as my obsession made flesh. A soft smoke, the one from your darkest, most secret dreams, finally graced his lips. It was a promise and a warning and a declaration of total victory. Let them try to take you, he said, his voice now terrifyingly calm, laced with unwavering certainty. Let anyone try, they'll find out that what happens when someone tries to steal from Jeon Jungkook. This mafia prince doesn't want to crown, he only wants his queen. And now that you're entered my world, and that you have seen the depth of my obsession, you are never leaving. My darling Ryan, not the throne, not my sight, not my reach, never. His hand wrapped around your throat, not squeezing, just holding, feeling your pulse thunder against his palm. Say it, he demanded, his voice rough with need. Say you're mine, give me the words, even if I don't believe them yet. I have a lifetime to make you mean them. The city outside slept, unaware that the most powerful man in its underworld had just surrendered his empire for a single heartbeat, and in doing so, had claimed his most treasured, most obsessive victory. The game on the screens was forgotten, abandoned. His real game, the one for you, had only just begun, and deep in your heart, in the place you had hidden even from yourself, you know the terrifying truth. A part of you had always knowing this, that this was coming. He felt his eyes, had felt his eyes on you, his presence in every shadow, his obsession seeping into every corner of your life. And the most terrifying revelation of all, a part of you had been waiting for it. I'm yours, you whispered. Finally, the words dawned from somewhere deep and true and unbreakable. His eyes blazed with triumph, with possession, with obsession. Finally realized. Again, he commanded, I'm yours. You repeated louder this time. Again, I'm yours. The words echoed in the chamber, a surrender and a transformation, the death of who you were and the birth of who you would become. His queen, his obsession, this entire world. And he has claimed your lips once more. With possessive hunger that promised forever, you realized with stunning clarity that he had become his obsession just as surely as he had become yours. The cage door had closed and you had thrown away the keys yourself.